Yo, we back at it again. Here's the kicker with my nigga. You know what I'm
You're
saying? It's been a little minute. You
yeah,
got me, P. Bills, and my boy Bashar. We in the building.
we in the building.
You know what I'm saying? Fresh off that
You
Clippers
know,
and Nuggets
boring
game.
ass game. Boring game. It was boring as hell.
You know what I'm saying? Clippers lost, man. Nuggets washed them. My parlay also got messed up, man, because they ain't make the game competitive. So, yeah.
Trash.
But it's all good. It was a no sweat token. So when you lose that bet, they give you that money
It
back.
wasn't a Knicks game. It wasn't the Knicks game. I'll say that.
I mean, I'm happy for the Knicks, and I'm happy Brunson did
Oh
what
yeah.
he did. Brunson did what he did at the right time because the night before I was talking to my uncle about Brunson. You know, he rocks with Steph Curry now. He a Steph Curry lover. So he told me he left the Knicks alone because of Brunson. He said, "Yo, Brunson's a ball hog, so I can't rock with the Knicks no more." I said, "But Brunson make the Knicks hot. What we talking about? He might." And
But
then look what Brunson do.
here's the thing, though. Here's the thing. Brunson was doing that all last year playoffs. And watching last year's playoffs proves that's not sustainable for Brunson. He gets banged up. He's not LeBron. He can't impose his will on the defense and come down the lane. Like, not for nothing. Brunson plays physical. You know what I mean? And he's a point guard. That's not sustainable for a point guard. So that's why they went and got Cat. That's why they went and got Bridges. And I don't know who's to blame. Is it because Brunson's not setting them up and not passing them enough, or are they not good enough? Because
Brunson
when
was the clutch player of the year. They give the ball to Brunson. They know
no
what
no no
Brunson
no
do.
no, you're not hearing me. I'm not talking about them giving the ball to Brunson. I'm talking about Brunson distributing the ball to them. Because the whole reason why they got those players, so the Knicks don't gotta rely on Brunson to play the hero ball. Like the Knicks were hoping by the time they need Brunson to do what he did against the Pistons, it should be in the Eastern Conference or in the finals, not in the first round of the playoffs, because he can't keep this up for the whole playoffs. Like, look what happened last year. He just
Yeah.
couldn't sustain it. It was too much. You know what I mean? With the heavy minutes and all that other stuff. So, like, Bridges and Brunson don't got the same chemistry as Brunson and Dante DiVincenzo. Like, you give Brunson Dante DiVincenzo, and sets our 3-point record for the franchise. So it's like it's a little different. Bridges ain't living up to it. You know what I mean? Like, I get it. Dante is not the same in the Timberwolves, but who's to say that Brunson and him had that chemistry? That's why he was balling with us. So, and Cat needs to step it up. Cat was in MVP conversations when he first came into the Knicks. What happened to him? So it's like we can't rely on Brunson to keep doing this.
Oh yeah,
Everybody,
that's
like,
that's a fact. But it go back to what I
look
was
at the
saying.
closeout game. Look at the
Brunson
closeout
keep the
game.
Knicks hot.
But even look at the closeout game. Brunson couldn't get into the game. It's the coach's fault for not calling a personal foul. But look, Brunson and Hart couldn't get into the game. Bridges goes 0 for 3. Cat goes 0 for 1. Like, and the Knicks ended up losing the lead. And then by the time Brunson came in, there was only 30 seconds left. So the Knicks lost at home. And even then, they came back and lost by 3 at that. So,
But look,
yeah,
now
man,
now the next test, right? Knicks they moved Detroit out of here. Now they got to see the Celtics.
it's not looking too good. The Celtics are very deep. I hope I'm wrong. I hope I'm wrong. But the Celtics is a very deep team. Carl Anthony Towns is better than Porzingis, but the best player on the floor is Jalen Brown. Second best player on the floor is Jason Tatum. The fourth best player on the floor is Drew Holiday. Fifth best player on the floor is Derek White. And then it's the rest of the Knicks players. You can Jalen Brunson comes after Tatum and Jalen Brown, and then there's everyone else. Like, so
Well, it's like
it's
this.
gonna be tough.
It's like this. LeBron didn't survive. LeBron got fried. Soon the Knicks gonna die. Celtics in 5.
Oh man, LeBron's still hurt over that groaning injury. Got
Nah, see
the injury from
what killed
flopping.
me with the LeBron thing, man. I'm a heavy LeBron fan, but other LeBron
Heavy.
fans don't like my opinions. They don't like the fact I moved him number 5 on the GOAT list. I mean, Rudy Gobert dropped a 20 game on y'all. You ain't do nothing in the fourth quarter like that. LeBron is still great, but just not
For
my
me,
GOAT. It's
LeBron is
always gonna
top
be Jordan.
10. For me, LeBron's not top 5. He's top 10 for me. I give him top 10.
But see, you still acknowledging his greatness just as well as I am. I'm
He's
acknowledging his
great. No,
greatness.
he's a great player. He's a great player. But I don't know. Like, I just can't put him above a few others. Like, Magic got a ring year one. Like, year one ring. I get it. He had Kareem, but still, ring.
You know
Like,
where I got Magic on my list. I got Magic number 2.
you know what I'm saying? And he had to go against that fucking. I ain't gonna lie. In my opinion, Larry Bird Celtics from like 82 or 83, somewhere around there, on to like 88, I think is the best team all time. Like, you got 5 top 75 players and an all-star coming off the bench. Like, that's
Yeah.
serious. You know, 5 top 75, like, chill. Not even Hall of Famers, we're saying. We're saying top 75, 5 of them. So, yeah.
I still got LeBron top. I got him at number 5 now. I mean, other LeBron fans get mad at me. I mean, I can't do the yes man. I'm not going to say stuff everybody wants to hear. I mean, I respect others' opinions. And what else I don't like? When LeBron
What?
loses, it's always, but he's 40. But when he win, I don't hear nothing about age.
Yeah, that's how it is.
And then another reason why LeBron, after doing a review of the threat of lies that he got, I forgot
Hmm.
LeBron lied about reading a Malcolm X book. I take Malcolm X serious. So since you play with my man Malcolm X, you lucky I don't move you to number 6.
Oh, he said he read the book and he really did.
You ain't
I
read the
mean,
book.
that
He's
shit
up there
is funny.
talking.
It's like Jamarcus Russell though. That's the funny thing. Like back in the days when we were in high school, Jamarcus Russell was the first round draft pick for the Raiders. He had the reputation. He didn't watch videos, so they gave him a blank videotape, but told him there's game film on it. They was like, "Yo, I want you to write some notes on the film that we in these tapes." He's like,
Yeah.
"All right." They go up to him, they ask him, they was like, you got any notes for us? He was like, yeah. And he legit had notes, but it was a blank videotape. So they knew he was lying. Like, that shit was
See,
crazy.
there got him. Caught him lying.
How
See?
you got notes on a blank videotape, bro?
You see, that shows how much he used his imagination in that lie. He's like, I'm gonna write some notes, but I know I ain't watched this though. Meanwhile, it's a whole blank tape. Got him.
Blank, bro. Blank. But yeah, speaking of football, the NFL draft went down. Giants looking good. I'm not gonna lie, Giants looking good. I wanted the Giants to get a
Who did
corner.
they pick? Because I wasn't familiar with nobody in the draft except for Shador Sanders.
Well, a lot of people feel like Abdul Carter, the defensive end, is the best athlete in the draft, and the Giants took him. So honestly, next year we're expecting the Giants to have a heavy pass rush to go after the quarterback. We have the best nose tackle in the entire league in Dexter Lawrence. Letting you know right now, Sexy Dexy. Nobody fucking with Sexy
Come on. That's
Dexy.
what we calling.
That's
They
his.
call him
That's his
Sexy
name.
Dexy.
That's his name. That's his name. I'm dead serious. That's his name. You can look
They
it up.
call.
That's his name.
I'm
They
not
call, and
looking
he
that
got
up.
a
I don't even want
he
to.
got a dance every time he sacks the quarterback. He does the dance, the Sexy
Come on,
Dexy.
look how that go.
I'm just telling you.
Sexy Dexy.
I'm just
Them
telling you what it's
sacking the
called. Hey,
quarterback.
I ain't make the name. No. He sacks the quarterback and he does a dance, like a celebration, whatever.
That's
Like,
crazy. So your name is Sexy Dexy. Then you sack the quarterback and do a dance. That's real Skittles pack
I
talk
mean,
right there. I'm not even going.
I go,
That's not.
sacking the quarterback, that's just football. That's just football. It had nothing to do with, you know what I'm saying? So anyway,
I'm just saying.
get on
How
topic.
you sound to your family and friends saying, "Yeah, Sexy Dexy sacked me."
No.
Come on, man. That's
Nobody,
Skittles pack
nobody,
talk, man.
I don't know if anybody says that. Everybody goes sacked by Dexter Lawrence, and then the dance is called the Sexy Dexy.
That's the look. He sack you, right? And then he hit you with the sexy Dexy. It's crazy.
It is what it is, bro. That's what happens, bro. But anyway, he is the best nose tackle in the NFL. Ain't nobody fucking with my mans. If you see a picture of this dude, he's a fucking giant. Like just like how Shaq looked like a man amongst boys, like he really looks like that. Like it's insane. So we got him in the middle.
So basically, he would beat the gorilla by himself.
I ain't gonna lie, man. Anything's possible. Anything's possible.
I mean, with a name like
Lawrence is a
Sexy
big
Dexy,
dude.
he just might take the gorilla by himself.
I don't know. But anyway, check this out though. You got Dexter in the middle. We called Brian Burns last year, and now we just picked up Abdul Carter. And then on the outside linebacker, we got Kayvon Thibodeau. So New
Now,
York
wait a sec.
might.
I just called him. Let's get more Skittles pack as it go along. He in the middle,
What?
Sexy Dexy in the middle.
That's the position, nose tackle.
That's the.
Come on, now we got now football's gay. Is that what we doing now?
Notice I never
I'm
said
just
that.
saying the sport is gay now. I don't know. You OD'ing. Talking about I pause too much. You OD'ing right now. You got
look,
over there.
I actually paused one time. I actually paused one time. I just said it just sounds more Skittles pack as it go along. See, it's a difference. I just said Skittles pack.
He's the defensive tackle. You know what I'm saying?
I just said Skittles pack. I'm just listening though. But go ahead, finish.
So anyway, the Giants did pretty good, and in the end of the first round, and they went and got a quarterback. They got Dart, which was a huge kind of like some people felt like it was a shot to Sanders, but the thing is, Sanders he failed a lot of interviews. Like he came off as arrogant and X, Y, and Z, and a lot of teams they learned their lesson from passing on arrogant players. That's why Cam Ward went number 1 overall to the Tennessee Titans.
Yeah.
The difference is with Sanders, he comes with a loud and powerful family. Like the Sanders family is not like it's not like listen hearing LeVar Ball talk and you just brushing it to the side. Like when Deion Sanders talk, everybody listens. So like perfect example, I forgot, I think it was Shannon Sharp, I could be wrong. There was an analyst that said that, Shedeur Sanders does not deserve to be in the top 10. And his brother went at him on Twitter, like calling it bullshit and all this other stuff. And that's my point. Like nobody wants a loud family. You can go back to the Cleveland Browns. Odell's father puts a tape out of Baker Mayfield just to point the finger that, you know what, the reason why Odell's doing bad is because of Baker. Long story short, the Browns drop Baker. Odell doesn't even live up to anything, and they end up dropping him. But now Baker's balling on the freaking Bucks. Balling. A couple times last season and the season before, one of them, he's leading the league in yards. And what is Odell? Nothing. He piggybacked off of the Rams at the end of the season just to get a ring.
So let me ask you this question. Do you think if Shedeur would have went to the pre-draft events and went to the combine, showed some skill, he would have got drafted earlier instead of them trying to humble him per se?
50-50. And then even on top of that, the first two towns, the teams that are 1 and 2 is Tennessee Titans and the Cleveland Browns. Literally, Deion Sanders goes, "Oh, I don't want my son playing for those teams. If Cleveland or Tennessee drafts my teams, we're gonna pull a Eli Manning." In 2004, Eli Manning went first overall to the San Diego Chargers, but he didn't want to go to the San Diego Chargers, so the Giants traded for him.
Yeah, I went and looked
how Eli got
and I'm
to
glad
New
you
York.
brought that up with the Browns and all that because who
funny
drafted the
because
Browns?
he ended up on the Browns.
That's
he
what I'm
ended
about
up
to say,
still on the,
right there.
You know what I mean? And he went in the 5th round. Like, not for nothing, all these rookies, they get paid more. Like, for example, Cam Ward, he went first overall. He's going to get the highest paid rookie contract of all the rookies there. You know what I mean?
You know what perspective I've seen? Let me shout him out. Shout out to Zip with the drip. You know, you can follow him on Instagram, YouTube. He got some different perspectives. Funny dude. You know, we cutting dude's ass and all that. He came
Yeah,
up with a great perspective right here, and I respect it. He said with Sador getting drafted at in the 5th round at the 144th pick, that takes a lot of pressure off him. So if he mess
yeah,
up, they can't be like, "Oh, you did all this," because he can now be like, "Well, I'm the 144th pick. What more you expect from me?
yeah,
I'm still growing
yeah,
in the game."
exactly. No, 100%. Less pressure. You know, I wanted the Giants to take Will Johnson. He's a corner. He's big. Like, you know what I mean? Like very tall. When you're going against some of these number one wide receivers, they can basically jump like any dunker in the NBA. They
Hmm.
have the height, they have the reach, they have all. So Will Johnson, he dropped in the draft because of his injury history. The Cardinals ended up drafting him, and the Giant in the second round, and the Giants in the second round. We took a running back that everybody's going crazy for. I don't really watch college, so I don't know. He might be he might live up to the hype that everybody's saying, but you know, we shall see. But funny shit is the first pick that the Giants took, Abdul Carter, he already went up to Lawrence Taylor before he even played a snap in the NFL. He went up to Lawrence Taylor and he asked Lawrence Taylor if he could wear his number. Lawrence Taylor said no.
I mean, that's hard for him to ask if he could wear that number. I respect him asking.
You know what I mean? Like Stephen A. Smith, he gave his take on it. He was pissed off, like annoyed. Was like, really? You just gonna go up to Lawrence Taylor and ask to wear his number before even playing a game? At least play a game. At least do something first. Like earn that number. Like just because you balled out and you're all this stuff and what you did in college, are we really gonna say that NCAA and the NFL is the same level? No. So
Yeah,
I
dude,
felt Stephen A. You know what I mean? But
put
the other thing
some
is
work in
like.
first and ask for the number. I'm quite sure he probably knew Lawrence Taylor was going to say no. He just wanted to ask him.
And honestly, I'm sick and tired of all these players trying to take another guy's number and then make a name for themselves. Like you want that number because the other dude wore it. Why can't you start your own lane? You know what I'm saying? Like, for example, like Josh Hart on the Knicks, he wears number 3. That's John Stark's number. Like that's kind of whack that he's wearing it. Like, you know what I'm saying?
But
So
do you
now
know the
it's
story?
like,
But now that's a question right here. Do you know the story of why Josh Hart wearing number 3, or is he just wearing it because they gave it to him?
nah, I think there's a little story behind it. And John Starks gave him like his blessing to wear it. Like they're like cool about it. But in my opinion, I just feel like why can't anything start its own? You know what I mean? Like players, movies, like everything needs to be a reboot. Everything needs to like remind us of the past.
You
Like
ever heard of the saying "There's nothing new under the sun"?
like perfect example, like the new Captain America movie. You know, all they did for that movie, they took like instead of making a Hulk sequel movie to Ed, because the whole entire movie in the beginning they're referencing Edward Norton's Hulk. You know what I mean? Like I understand why they got Harrison Ford there. The last actor passed away. Rest in peace to him. He was an amazing Ross. Like he was amazing, honestly.
But see, with that new
Um,
Captain America, I'm tired of everybody. Now that I watched it and all that, I'm tired of people not shouting out my nigga Isaiah. He was in there wilding. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
Isaiah was good.
He was in
Isaiah
there
was good.
wilding. He knocked some
But
people
Mackey
out.
really stole the show.
He
Mackey
was he was
really,
he was running. You know what I'm saying? He held it down. I give it a
yeah, he
seven and
did.
a half out of 10. I mean, I thought they could have did a little more, but I feel like there's gonna be more coming in the sequel.
I'll be honest, I gave it a 6. I gave it,
That's above average.
I gave it a 6. Just because it was a Hulk story. Like Captain, like how about this? Instead of having Taskmaster in the Thunderbolt movie, why not make Taskmaster a villain? Like Taskmaster doesn't have any superhuman strength or anything. He just sees something and learns it right away. That would have been a really good fight between him and Mackie. You know what I mean? No superpowers. He's like almost anybody villain. He's a Captain America villain and other villains. Like you could easily incorporated him. Like could have did some Hydra people. Like they could have did anything. I like it was so whack that they did a Hulk story
So
with no Hulk.
let me hit you with this. Here's the kicker. If Captain America was A-Rad, would you have gave it an 8?
No, That would have been even worse. A-Rap Captain America.
Yeah, Arab Captain America, and then every time he enter, yeah, look, every time he enter, your song White Lies come
That
on.
wouldn't even sound right. I ain't gonna lie to you. That don't even sound right to me.
I'm just saying though, how would you feel? Arab Captain America, every time he pop out, your song White Lies come on.
Appreciate the shout out.
Man, like Arab Captain America, every time pop out, your song come on.
That is hilarious, bro. You stole it.
Just saying, that's yo. I'll probably get out of 9.
Yeah, appreciate you, bro. I appreciate the love.
Arab Captain America, come
You're
on.
a real
Man.
one for that. You're a real one.
No, I'm gonna put that. You know what? I'm gonna put that in Chat GPT. I'm gonna be like, what would an Arab Captain America look like?
That would be funny as hell.
I'm gonna see if they make a Arab Captain America doll on there. I'm gonna post it and tag you to it.
That's funny as hell, bro. Oh man, Marvel needs to get it together, bro. Man, like Daredevil was pretty good, but all the other shows is like whack. You know, She-Hulk was decent, but maybe because of the writers' strike or whatever, the ending was absolutely terrible. Echo, only episode 1 was good, and anything that had Kingpin in it. Loki season 1 was good. Season 2 was unwatchable. Like WandaVision actually was pretty good.
Yeah, WandaVision is super fire.
It was slow. It was slow in the beginning. Like it does take a while to get good. I'll say that. But WandaVision was actually good. It does get good. Agatha, that shit was way too fucking Illuminati-ish.
I didn't even watch that.
That shit is like demonic. What is it? Demonic? I forgot to say that word.
Demonic.
There you go. That shit is way too much.
See, you can't say it right because you made that song White Lie. So after you made that song, certain things you can't say no more.
You're a real one.
everything that's demonic just bounce off you. So you can't say that no more. Like you made. I'm saying you can't say it no more. Like you can't even say Illuminati right no more after making that song.
Yo, that shit was crazy, bro. I just finished watching it. I couldn't even watch the last couple episodes because it's like, look, I'm all for like I get it, creativity, it's a new world, blah blah blah. But I'm not gonna lie, the shit kind of turned me off. There's a scene where they walk into a room and their clothes change, and the dude is dressed up as Maleficent? You know what I'm talking about?
I know what you're talking about.
The evil witch. So he's a dude dressed up as an evil witch with lipstick. It was like, and then the chick, she was dressed up. One of the chicks was dressed up as if they were a guy. I forgot which one. It was a while ago, but yeah, that shit was just a little too much. It was a little too much, bro.
You know how they gotta do. People out here gotta make everything Skittles pack. Like look at the 100 Man versus 1 Gorilla. You seen that commentary I did where they turned the mad Skittles pack
versus 1 Gorilla. Yeah, one dude said about that gorillas are homophobic. That was wild.
They turned the mad Skittles pack. I had to say something. I'm like, nobody thought to present the gorilla with a woman. Y'all want to get Skittles pack to survive. Like y'all want to just go get a Skittles pack bag.
That shit was crazy. It is very crazy.
You know another thing I seen somebody wrote? I shared it on Facebook too. They put 100 niggas versus a book.
100 niggas versus a book?
100 niggas versus a book. You know niggas don't like to read. Ask a nigga to read out loud.
Yo, that's messed up.
Actually, a lot of niggas can't read out loud.
That's cold.
Come on, look. Remember, Jadakiss said it on one of his tracks. Y'all got embarrassed in the class when the teachers used to make y'all read. What? You know what else Jadakiss said? You want to hide something from a nigga? Put it in the book. Come on.
That's funny.
These niggas can't read out loud.
That's funny.
That's why I can't wait. That's why I love when niggas try to throw shots at me in my wheelchair. Oh, that's why you can't walk, nigga. You can't read. So what are we doing?
Back. That's a comeback.
I'll put some paperwork in front of you, a job application or something like that. You're gonna have a hard time. You're gonna go into anxiety, depression because you don't know what to say.
Right. Right.
You're gonna start sweating. You don't know what that word means. You don't know how to pronounce that word. And I'm gonna just look at you and laugh. Like and look at you like I can tell you all the definitions. I can spell these words to you, but I'm not. I'm gonna
Right.
sit here and watch you and torture you with this shit. Like 100 niggas versus a book, right? Put niggas in the Saw game, right? They're dying. Saul would just ask them, look, a paragraph that takes 3 minutes to read, they would tell them. He would tell them, read this in 3 minutes or less. Them niggas would take 10 minutes to read that. Saul would let them go. John Kramer, he would let them go for that 10 minutes and then tell them, it took you too long. You know you're going to die, right? They're going to start screaming, no, dead, nigga.
Shit is crazy. A lot of new shows coming out, man. They got everybody's waiting on the new Squid Games. If you like the
Squid
show
Game, they
One
just need to
Piece,
hurry up and I'm glad you said Squid Game
it's
first.
coming out.
They
Squid
just need
Game's
to hurry
coming
up and
out.
drop that because that last shit, man, pissed me off. They should just dropped it all at one time.
I mean, that's how I feel about with Daredevil. That's exactly how I feel about with Daredevil. But we'll see.
But
You know
see,
what I mean?
Daredevil,
We'll
even though
see.
I haven't watched it yet, I've been seeing good reviews. I've been seeing Daredevil been fired. With this Squid Games they dropped,
I
I don't know if you
mean,
watched it. That one they dropped, it wasn't all that.
the best Daredevil season is season 2, bro. Daredevil season 2. It's like this new Daredevil right now. Like if I had my critique, I feel like there's not enough action. Honestly, it's like I don't know why so often we have to have a season with him constantly like questioning if he wants to be Daredevil, and then at the end he's Daredevil again. Like Daredevil wasn't as uncertain about his life as a hero as Spider-Man was. Like, so it's like boom, we have to. He was dealing with that already in season 3, and in the season of the Defenders. In Defenders and in season 3, he was dealing with that. Here we are now with Born Again, which is practically season 4, and it's like the same kind of attitude all over again. So that's why I kind of give it a 6. I kind of feel like there was some lazy writing in it, not enough action. Kingpin was absolutely amazing. I loved every part, every scene that he was in. He did his thing. You know,
I gotta catch up with this Daredevil. You watched all 8 episodes already?
9. I watched all 9.
You watched all 9? I'm gonna have to catch up in that. And being that we
I
talk
mean,
about like heroes and stuff like that, did you see the Fantastic Four trailer for the new one that's supposed to
no, I
come
did
out?
not. I'll be honest with you. I'm not expecting anything too good. You know what I mean? I get it. There was a female Silver Surfer in the comics, but she replaced the male Silver Surfer. Like, you know what I mean? Like, she didn't come first. The male came first, and then when he quit Galactus, she replaced him after he quit. So it's like it's just similar to like Venom. Like, I'll be honest with you, the Venom movie I wasn't too much of a fan of because Venom is a parasite. He became Venom because he copied Spider-Man's powers and then he like made it his own, like did his own thing, his
You
own
know what's crazy?
logo and
I
stuff. You
like
know what
both
I'm
of those
saying?
Venom. I like both of those Venom movies.
I mean, the character and the way they like executed it, yeah, it was good. But then it's like the origin story and all, and the plots of the movies. For me, it was whack. Like I didn't like it because it was like some made up shit. So that's the thing. Like the whole female like Silver Surfer. It's like another spin-off. Like I don't know, man. I'm hoping I'm wrong, and I'm hoping like the writing is good, and I hope it's good. Like I hope I'm wrong. I really do
I
hope
mean,
I'm wrong because
look on the
I'm
bright
a
side.
fan of Fantastic Four.
At least it's not a Skittles pack Silver Surfer.
I mean, but they could be doing it just to be woke. Like, why do we like all the time? It's like we need to make things for today's society or today's everything. Like the reason why the Batman comic, the Fantastic Four, whatever hero was a hit because of what they created. If something's not broke, don't fix it. Like I totally understand. Like I'm okay with you know what I mean, making some things a little different that doesn't affect the overall plot. Like, for example, like I forgot, I was on Threads talking to somebody about this, and somebody threw in my face how, you know, Nick Fury wasn't a black guy. He was a white dude. So if you're gonna be like this, what about Nick Fury being played by Samuel L. Jackson? My, you know, rebuttal for that is having a black Nick Fury doesn't change who Nick Fury is. Nick Fury is still Nick Fury. You know what I mean? Like arrogant, secretive, you know what I mean? Strong-willed, like bossy, X, Y, and Z, like, you know what I mean? Like black, white, Chinese, it doesn't matter. As long as you have that Nick Fury attitude and it's a man, because
Yeah, it's
only
still
a
Nick
man
Fury.
can, it's still Nick Fury, you know what I mean? But when you make it instead of a male Silver Surfer to a female Silver Surfer, it's a little different now. Because, you know what I mean? Because, like, I don't know. So I'm hoping I'm wrong, you know what I mean? Because, like, one spinoff that was in the Marvel movies that wasn't in the comics, like, Tony Stark didn't tell the world he was Iron Man. He told people, hey, I got Iron Man, like, on the payroll. He works for my security team. Like, so no one knew in the comics that Tony Stark was Iron Man. But in the movies, he just came out and said it in a press conference. And that came out good. It worked. Like it hit. Like it's not. It wasn't even whack. It was different, but I enjoyed it because you know what? Good writing is good writing at the end of the day. So I'm hoping it's good. I'm hoping it's good. I saw the trailer for Superman. Superman looks good. I'll say that. Superman looks good.
Yeah, that trailer do look good. I look forward to that.
And I saw the trailer for Lanterns. I like the like not trailer, but like pictures of it. You know, they got my guy. He played. He was in Krypton, and I forgot what other. I believe there's a cartoon that he played the lead on. I don't remember. Light skinned dude. He's gonna be in Lanterns. He's nice. He's gonna play Jonathan Stewart.
Yeah, I didn't see the
So
Lanterns. I didn't see the Lanterns trailer. I definitely gotta look
well,
that up.
they're gonna introduce it through Superman. So like the same people that's in Superman. So it's like in the like Justice League comics, there's like three different Green Lanterns, like great, like the best Green Lanterns. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Because I don't know if you know the story of Green Lantern. Green Lantern is basically like the police of the galaxy. Put it
yeah,
that
I
way.
know who Green Lantern is.
You know, so yeah, so like in the planet Earth, I guess in the DC comics they made the best Green Lantern. So there's three of them. Um, there's Jonathan Stewart, but the first I forgot the name of the first one, and then there's the guy after Jonathan Stewart. So they got the show Lanterns is supposed to have all three of those guys all in one. So that looks pretty cool, honestly.
And then speaking
You
of
know,
trailers, I randomly came across something that The Rock is going to be in playing some UFC guy.
I heard he's back in wrestling.
Yeah, The Rock been back in wrestling.
Yeah, I don't follow wrestling anymore. Ever since I want to say 09, 07, I dropped out. That's when
The Rock
I don't
been
know.
back in wrestling. What got me
Yeah,
back in wrestling here? And I'm gonna keep it 100. I seen
yeah.
the ladies in it. I seen Bianca
We
Belair.
got action.
I said we got action.
We got action.
Then my favorite one out the whole bunch. You know I like the BBWs. Nia Jax. Yeah. Nia Jax.
Naya, we got action.
I know Nia Jax can pick up me and my wheelchair. I know that.
So Naya action.
Nia action. Nia
Naya
action Jax.
action.
Nia action. You know what I'm saying?
That's funny. That is funny.
Jade Cargill out there. Other chick Naomi out there. Like I seen the women. That's when I got back into it. And I seen The Rock come back. I said, oh. Then you got John
That's
Cena. He
funny.
out there. No, he playing the villain. Even though that match at WrestleMania, John Cena and Cody Rhodes, that match was ass. Very disappointing.
Yeah. Yeah. Pretty much. Pretty
That match
much.
was ass. But you know, it is what it is.
It is what it is.
But what's up with this Shannon Sharp, man? Shannon Sharp playing in the white, the young white.
Well, Shannon Sharp, like every other, old bachelor, He liked them young women, but them young women look at every old dude like a meal ticket. So, Monique, I know also Cat Williams trying to warn him, but Cat Williams was trying to probably be a friend, but also he was being himself, a character, controversial. Where Monique was being very genuine towards Shannon Sharp and trying to be like, that aunt or mom that like all of us when we all young and we doing our thing, when we start to get to our late 20s, we go over the hump of 30. We always got that family member telling us that we need to settle down. And that's what she was telling Shannon Sharp. You know what I mean? Them young chicks don't love you. And the funny thing is, there's a little rumor that she kind of likes to be like dominated or disrespected or whatever. So now there's a little phone call being used as evidence where Shannon Sharp is saying he wants to choke the chick
But that
for
call
if she
sound
doesn't
mad
act up.
chopped. That call sound mad chopped up. Too many
Regardless,
pauses in there like this. Like, come on, man.
regardless, it's still gonna be like presented as evidence. And even if let's say it's not chopped up, let's say if it's real, the rumor is she likes to be talked to like that. You know what I mean? So there's no other evidence showing her telling Shannon Sharp, yo, talk to me like this. There's only the evidence of the phone call. You know, that's why Shannon Sharp said, oh, release the whole video, release the whole thing.
Yeah.
Don't, you know what I mean? So we'll see how it goes, but Shannon Sharp is probably done, bro. That recording was very convincing, I'll say. It was very convincing, I'll just say. And nowadays, you're like up there in age, real up there in age, brolic, money. You kind of look like a predator.
Oh, now he gonna say he looked like a predator. Oh,
Those
man.
are, you know what I mean? They just gonna, because at the end of the day, it's viewed like we don't know celebrities, like how they
What's
are
next?
in front of the camera.
What's next? You gonna say Shannon Sharp look like that gorilla everybody talking about?
Nah, I'm not going that. You wild. I'm just saying, at the end of the day, a lot of people they always ask, like, oh, like, is that our favorite celebrity? Is he really nice? Is he really an asshole? Like at the end of the day, all the time, we don't really know how these celebrities really behave. So at the end of the day, anybody can believe anything about anybody,
I'm gonna just say this
especially when there's a video or a recording.
I'm gonna say this from the looks of things. It looked like Shannon should have just kept messing with Michelle, man.
This is what it is, man. He done fucked up. Monique tried to help him out, man. She tried. She genuine like that was she was mad genuine when she was telling him.
And
He didn't listen.
speaking of the snow bunnies, this leads into did you hear Paul Pierce's latest statement that they've been
No,
reposting and all that?
no.
Saying, that athletes go more with the white women because they take accountability.
I guess. I don't know. I'm not going there.
No,
I'm not going there.
that's what Paul Pierce said. I'm like, I hear you, but in the comments, the Black Queens was in there chopping them
I mean,
down.
there's a lot of rumors right now. There's a lot of controversy for white versus black women.
My thing with those conversations is like, why those gotta keep coming up all the time like that? Why can't you just love? Why can't you just love who you love? Like, it don't matter the race,
Because
color, none of that.
everybody's different and everybody gets judged for being different.
I'm just like, yo,
So
you just
that's just
love
the
who
way
you
it
love.
is. If you go to like, China, India, where everybody's the same, people are less judged because we're all the same. They're all the same there. Here it's different. We're all different. So we all judge each other.
Man, everybody be judging, man.
We all here in
Everybody.
America, more than anywhere else, we judge. More than anywhere else. I'm not saying nowhere. I'm not saying other countries they don't judge each other, but it's not like America. You know what I mean? Like all of a sudden, like if there is a room full of white people and only two black people in there, when the two black people sometimes see eye to eye, this is some sort of relation. Like, oh, what's up? Like I know for me being Arabic, if I'm in a room full of one race where it could be all Spanish, all black, all white, all anything, and I see another Arabic person, all of a sudden there's another little like relation. Yo, what's up? Yo, what's up? For like, I guess I can only say that for me. So at the end of the day, I feel like
and then sometimes with me,
you know,
I could be in a room, it's another black person there, but once they give me that vibe that they feel like fuck you, well let's fuck you then too, because I already be in that mode. I don't fuck with you
yeah,
niggas.
that's different.
A lot of you
Different.
niggas get on my nerves. So I go, sometimes to make niggas mad, I go dap the white man up first.
Yeah, you wild.
And
I get that. I get that, but
I do it as a test because I want to see if the other black man gonna get on some racist shit. Let me go dap the white man first and see how you act. The moment you start acting crazy, yeah, I knew I couldn't fuck with this nigga.
Yo, you are a villain. You are on some shit today.
I knew I couldn't fuck with this nigga.
Oh man!
Because look, it shows me why you getting mad because I dapped the white man first. I was gonna come back and dap you, but you just proved my point. I wanted to see if you was different, but you the same average nigga.
I feel you, my friend. Yo,
it's like funny. How I like to break it down. He not a nigga. He's a nigga's nigga, and I don't fuck with niggas.
Oh my God. Yo.
It only gets dirtier. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it only gets dirtier. I think on that note.
That's the same if I go in a room, and this Arab man there first. I know how black people like to act against their own kind. Let me go dap the Arab first. If this nigga start acting up, he just prove my point. I can't fuck with this nigga.
Yo, you mad funny. You a menace.
It's a method to my madness, bro. Some call it special ed. I'm like, it ain't special ed. If you really sit down and think about it, and you try the method, you'll see like, oh, I see what he's doing. He's just different with his villain ways. Yeah, I could be a villain with a big old smile on my face.
Mm-hmm. That's funny. I think on that note, it was a great show. I think
a great show. Here's the kicker. To all my other black people that want to test other black people and see if they really can align with you, don't dap the black person first. Dap the Arab first, the white man first, the Spanish person first. And if they start acting stupid, then you can't fuck with those niggas. Because they mindset is fucked up.
Dirtier.
Only gets dirtier.
Yeah, you are a menace.
And that's definitely the kicker for the night.
My man.
You know what I'm saying?
You already know.
We out of here. We blessed y'all with another one. We come back again soon. You know what I'm saying?
You already know. Be easy.
Be easy, bro. Stay up.